Next on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, did you know that 4 out of 10 people are affected by heartburn? It is a very serious condition, and this is the topic that we're discussing on our Wellness Wednesday.
Exactly. So Graeme is sitting down with our guest from Medicare, and we're going to be talking about this burning question that so many people struggle with on a daily basis.
It's a Wellness Wednesday and we love it. Why? Because we have the resource that is Medicare to learn from and I think lean on a little. And today we are tackling serious business, heartburn, indigestion and reflux with Medicare pharmacist Shazia Mayat. Shazia, I say serious business. A lot of people who don't suffer from it are going, ugh, heartburn. If you do suffer from it, especially chronically, I might be using that in the wrong context, but it is something that can really affect you. So I'm going to ask the simple question first. Who suffers from it? What is heartburn, essentially?
Heartburn affects 4 out of 10 people, and this is quite a big number.
Yeah.
Your most common sufferers are your smokers, pregnant women, anyone who might be going through stress, as well as suffering from obesity, or even just have bad lifestyle habits or eating habits. And heartburn is basically a burning pain behind your breastbone, and this is caused by acid moving up from your stomach all the way up to the throat, causing the heartburn.
And when you think of the acids that are that at work within your digestive system, that's a corrosive agent that's now coming into an area that's not ideally meant for that. So where does the burn come from? Is it from the acid literally burning your internal organs? How does the body react to this? Why do we become so uncomfortable in this case?
So often when the acid is traveling up from the stomach up towards the throat, that causes a burning sensation in your esophagus, actually. And so they call it heartburn because the esophagus is just behind the heart, but it's actually in your lining of esophagus, and that's causing the discomfort.
So I think, again, and we talk so much about prevention as much as treatment, but I think when you are experiencing heartburn or acid reflux, it is deeply uncomfortable, quite painful for some, and you want to get over it as quickly as possible. Is there one treatment planned for it, or how do you approach it as a pharmacist when someone comes into a Medicare and is in pain? How do you go about treating it?
So with heartburn, we have to ask the right type of questions to understand what exactly they're feeling or experiencing, and most importantly is what medication they're actually taking. So what we suggest as pharmacists is a proton pump inhibitor, and this basically is just a tablet that decreases the acid secreted by a gland. And by decreasing the acid secreted, it thereby prevents the heartburn. However, taking a PPI for too long is not advised, and this is what we notice many members coming into store suffer with. And so that's when we stop and ask questions if they have done a H. pylori test, and if not, then we refer you to our professional clinic sister, and she can now run this screening test amongst others to actually see if you're suffering from heartburn or you now have H. pylori bacteria, which is a cause of ulcers.
Because ulcers are quite serious business. That's where just on a pain index, things really can kick into a high degree. Then what do you do from the ulcer phase? Is that something you can medicate, or do you have to, from a pharmacist's perspective, or do you have to really then start engaging with a doctor?
Yeah, so once you have the ulcers, gastritis, any one of those, which many people realize they do have after they've been referred for a H. pylori screening test, then that's when we need to consult with a doctor. So at Medicare, we'd refer you to our professional nurse. She would thereby run the screening test. And if any of these screening tests have an alarmed result, then we would then do a video med consult. So this now entails calling the doctor online, where we have an access to a panel of doctors actually, and they're able to give you professional advice as well as prescribe scheduled PPIs or other medications which might be needed in order to treat you completely. There are a few natural remedies which one can use to treat heartburn, and ginger tea is one of them. So ginger tea reduces stomach acid production. You also have your peppermint tea. So peppermint tea provides a soothing effect in the gut. We then have chamomile tea, And what chamomile tea does is it reduces inflammation in the esophagus. There are a variety of probiotics, and this helps restore good flora back into your tummy.
I think just, because you suffer from something that we kind of see there's an easy treatment for, it doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't need to, it doesn't warrant further exploration. But I love the fact that you guys can start the process and you can follow through right the way. That is amazing to me. Thank you so much. And now knowing that 4 in 10 people do suffer from acid reflux and heartburn, I really do offer some empathy, but there is no need to suffer endlessly with heartburn. If you do suffer from it, go to your closest Medicare and you can find out online where exactly that is, and also get video med to see a doctor if you have to, and make sure you solve that problem. The answer is there.
Medicare, reinventing pharmacy for you.